so this is question number 4 of our mock exam. This task is about the ethical and legal compliance. So we were talking about the ethical and legal compliance. You have been working for R&M, a firm of chartered accountants. You have been working on the audit of the B Limited's company. So your firm name is R&M and you are working in the B Limited company. B Limited is your client. During the audit work, you identify the large potential liability in respect of the damage claimed to legal action against the B Limited company. So you see there is a claim of liability for the damage. B Limited solicitor has told that it is very likely that the legal claim will be succeed on the B Limited will have to pay the damages. So when there is a more likely, we can say there is a chance that we will pay the amount of money to the they will pay the amount of money for the claimant. So definitely B Limited should record them as a liability. Accounting regulations are quite clear that liability should be recognized. Okay, however, the chief accountant of the B Limited has told you that she has been instructed by the finance director that she must not recognize the liability in the financial statements. Okay, let me explain the situations. You are working as with a chartered accounting firm and their client is Bradley and Co Limited. So Bradley and Co Limited's company, someone claims some damage claim on your client. Your client is Bradley Co Limited. So the lawyers say that the Bradley Co Limited company will be payable to the claimant. There is a highly chance, and it's clearly mentioned it should be recorded as a liability. Liability should be recognized for this, but they're not going to record it. When you approach the finance manager, why you're not recording the liability? They say, okay, our finance directors mentioned not to recognize the liability. These situations. So what you have done? You mentioned the situation to the partners, to Joe Mansfield, who said that she would discuss the matter with the finance director of Bob C. After meeting with Bob, Joe told you that she had agreed that it will not be necessary to record the liability in the financial statement, and the matter is now closed. So when you discuss this issue with your partners, the audit partners, and the audit partners, okay, I will discuss this issue with the finance director of the client. So when he discussed the issue with the finance director of the client, and later your audit partners told you, you don't worry about this liability, so no need to record it, just go ahead. When you return to the office, one of your colleagues told you that Joe Mansfield husband is a great friend of the finance directors, Bob, and they carry from the Sikari family and Mansfield family even went holiday together last year. So when you come to your office, you see the wife of the Mansfields, which is working as a audit partner in your accounting firm. Wife and the finance director of this company have a very close relation. They are very close. They are great friends. So even they went on holiday together last year. So these are situations. Okay, let me explain what's going on in this question. So you are working as working the accounting firm. You identify one of your client, Bradley company, and they are not recording the liability for the damage claim, and it was reasonable that they will pay the amount of money. You discuss the issue with your audit partner, and the audit partner say, I will discuss with the finance director, and the finance director discuss your accounting firm audit partner and the finance director of your client discuss the issue, and they say, no worry, you go ahead, no need to record the liability. Once you come back to the office and you realize, and someone told you that the husband is great friend with the finance director, and blah blah in these situations. So right now, explain the ethical explain the ethical threat arising in this situation above. So which one ethical threat will be arise in this situation? This is the questions. So can I say the first one is the Joe Manfield is very close friend to the finance director of your client. So there will be familiarity threat. So what's familiarity threat? So when you are unable to maintain professional skepticism by long outstanding relationship with the client, so you can explain them. Look, why familiarity threat is arise, because the German fell husband and the finance director, they are very great friend and they went on the holiday last year. So as a result, German will not be able to maintain the professional skepticism and challenge every activity of the companies, of the clients. Okay, so also there is a breach of, can I say, integrity? Integrity means straightforward and honest. And there is also is a professional competence as well. And due care. Okay, what does it mean? Integrity means straightforward and honest. Professional competence and due care. So it's mean not only maintain the existing knowledge, update yourself with any kind of the new knowledge, and apply all your knowledge reasonably. So when you identify these two areas, automatically they will be give you how many marks? 2 marks. You can read the standard answer on your answer sheet as well. Explain the action that should be taken in response of the ethical issue arising in these situations. Okay, number first thing. So first of all, a report to the ethical partner. Yeah. So in ethics partner, in accounting firm, we have an ethics partner. You have to report them. This is the issues what I have to do. If the ethics partner or the firm does not take appropriate actions, report them or inform about the situations, AAT or any professionals body. So I mean, what you have to do, you have to discuss with the ethics partner. They will be identify what is the issue. They will take the relevant. They will take care about it. If you see they are not taking the appropriate actions, then you can ask. Then you can report them to the your professional body. Okay, the next question is this is for the 4 marks. What we have to do in this 4-mark question? Let me see. Explain what is the offense appear to taking place, action you should take, consequences of non-taking actions. Let's say what is the issue we have to discuss for now. You are completing the AAT study and you have taken a part-time helping out in the accounting department of a small privately owned hotel. One of your first day men come into the accounting office and give you a bag containing a large amount of the cash. Okay, you have tools that this is the taking from the bar and are instructed to record it as a bar revenue and pay the money into the hotel bank account at the local branch, which is located quite close to the hotel. The same man returns every day with a bag containing a large amount of the cash. Soon you realize the bar taking the hotel are much lower than the value of the cash in the bag, and you have never seen the man who is delivering the cash in the hotel other than when they bring the cash. When you ask your boss about this, they tell you not to worry about it and just bank the cash and record its instructions. So what's the situation? You are working in a restaurant, in a hotel, and one guy came and give you a large amount of the cash, which is not working over there, but just give you appear when they give you a cash, and they just ask you, this is the revenue from the bar, but actually the bar does not have that much revenue, and instruct you to pay the amount of money into the bank. So when someone give you such kind of the money, so what kind of the suspicious will be appears? So you can write the whole scenario. We receive the cash, and there is a bar revenue is much lower than the expected, and the bank amount of money. It's suspicious. The suspicious activity, we can say, seems like a money laundering. So you can just express them. It look like a money laundering. So you can just write down. You will be get 1 marks. The action should be taken. Which kind of the action we have to take in such kind of the situations? So basically, when you're working in the accounting firm, we have to report to the MLRO, money laundering reporting officers. So, but in the hotel, there will be no money laundering reporting officer will be available. You can just mention. Normally, when we work in the practice, we report the money laundering reporting officer. But in the hotel, there is no money laundering officer, so we have to report them. Suspicious activity report. We can say National Crime Agency. So this is a kind of suspicious activity. Basically, when you're working if there is any money laundering reporting officer, so your responsibility first is to report to them. If no, then we can report them to National Crime Agency. But in this scenario, in the hotel does not have any money laundering reporting officer, so we have to report to the National Crime Agencies. Assume if you fail to report them. So failure to report them, it can be imprisonment plus penalty. Failure to report can be lead to imprisonment up to 5 years and penalty and fine. So basically, there is 3 offenses for the money laundering. Once the money launderer, he can be imprisonment after 14 years. Failure to reports, it can be imprisonment up to 5 years, and tipping off, he or she can be imprisonment up to 2 years. The last section of this question is state why should you not inform anybody at the hotel before taking any actions or reporting behaviors. So assume if you told this behavior to any other body, it will be lead to tipping off, and it could result of the imprisonment up to 2 years. So look, if you told anyone in the hotel or something like this, so definitely they will be take some kind of the action to hide the crime. So therefore, you should not any action to reporting the behavior within the client or these things. So therefore, to avoid any kind of the tipping off.